There we go. Now it's working. Sometimes it just takes a second to reconnect. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jankyard. I'm your host, The Treatment, and as always, we're here for just a good Ashes time. Just chilling and having fun. And today we are going to watch the Ashes 500 final between Brian and Carl. I love Ashes. You can't hear me now, Fritz? Seems like it's going through. The first 2 seconds, it didn't work. My microphone said it was disconnected. I know you guys are slightly behind, but it should work. Anyway, we're here to watch the finals between Carl and Brian. Two just great players. They are the Hall of Famers. They are always fun to watch. And Ashes 500 is, in my opinion, probably like one of, if not the best format, at least in my recency bias. It's just so much fun to play. And yeah, Dutch ankle, yeah. You guys are giving me a hard time. All right. There. Better? Fine. All right. Fixing all the tech problems live. That's how we do it. Okay? Good? Everyone's happy now? No one's giving me shit? All right. So, let's hop in and let them know we are good to go. For those of you who don't know, Ashes 500 is a custom format that is created by our one and only Carl, and it is basically a format in which all of the cards have been priced by Carl based off of sort of how good they are and popularity, etc. So they all have a price or cost associated with them, and then you have 500 points to spend to build a deck. And some of those cards, when they are comboed, there'll be an extra cost to them. And so the idea is to have a lower powered format, but also to really push the creative juices to find ways of either exploiting cards that are better in this type of format, or using cards that tend to be underplayed because they're typically, outvalued by another card, or outperformed by a very similar card. But that card might be very expensive, so you end up going with something else. So this is an absolutely just fabulous format. It was so much fun. There's been a couple seasons. I think this is the second or third season of it. So had a lot of fun, and Carl and Brian will be playing shortly. We're just waiting for them to figure out their disconnection issues. I had an issue joining Ashteki not too long ago, so I don't know if there's something going on. Hopefully not. But yeah, I love casting these two guys. It's always super tight in terms of their match. Their play styles are similar, and they've been around for a long time, and they are inspired often by each other. And so yeah, so this is it. So we're going to get over to the game now. Looks like they're just about ready to play. We're in the lobby, and Brian is joined, and then we're good to go. All right, here we go. Maybe it's only the second. Honestly, this seems so late after when I played, when I got booted, that it seems like it's been longer than that. But yeah, maybe this is only the second. I was in the finals last time. So here we've got Brian on Simbali. I've really liked Simbali lately. I think she is perfectly situated, I guess, in terms of the meta, with a lot of value conjuration. So Purify is very good. Dark Reflection I'm still not sold on, but it's definitely solid value for the 2 dice to 2/3 stats, or sorry, 3/3 stats. And it's a time-based Simbali, so we're going to see new cards like Cinder Spirit and Winged Lioness on the Simbali side. And then Carl is playing, I don't know, is he playing Frostfire? No, he's not. He's got Ancestor Spirits, which I've got to say, of all the people, or of all the conjurations, Ancestor Spirit is one I don't see a lot, but it's one that Carl plays fairly frequently. Um, he's played it in his Rowan deck that won whatever tournament it was a while back, and he's one of the few players that ever actually plays it. So very cool to see. We're going to see an Adaptodon for it, Fred's favorite card, and yeah, I'll pull up the discards because we've seen a Transmogrify and Adrenaline Rush in the discard. Love to see that. That's really cool. Let's see what we've got. We've got Angelic Rescue in Brian's pile. And make these bigger. You guys don't really need to see too much else. I think that should be good. Yeah, Frost with Triple Fury, no Shattering Fist. Yeah, I don't have the card costs memorized off the top of my head. But I'm just gonna enjoy casting what I see. So we've got Spearmaster with Root Armor coming down. Love to see it. I know, or I've heard Brian saying that this is a very good combo. Obviously, Cinder Spirit can charge the Spearmaster to keep those tokens up. The ability to pop a bunch of units is really cool, and the only weakness really to Spearmaster, I guess aside from other units or other knights, is that it doesn't have 4 health, and so putting a Root Armor on it makes it very sticky, very cool. On Carl's side, we're going to see a second Transmogrify. I don't think he would be running a third, so that could be the only thing, which is kind of sad because it's a fun card to see. But he's also got Huntmaster in the bin, so there you go. And he's bringing up a lot of ceremonial cards, so there we go. And we've got now Winged Lioness coming down on Brian's side. He's got 4 dice left, 1 card, which leads me to believe that it's going to be 2 dice for Gift of Wings and 2 dice for whatever unit is in the bin. So, Dreadwraith. Love to see it. Carl, he broke Dreadwraith effectively. That is the, I think, main reason why Hypnotize and Golden Veil ultimately ended up being chained, is because he had a Dreadwraith combo deck that could win round 1, and so it's fun to see him playing Dreadwraith in a limited format now. Also, yeah, the Root Armor in this format is solid just because removal can be a lot harder to come by. So we'll see how Carl ends up trying to deal with this. Fury would be very cool. Fury would be just a smack in the face. He's still got 2 dice for Adaptodon. He's got 2 cards left, so it could be Shadow Fury. Or not Shadow Fury. What's it called? 2 Adaptodon, 2 Fury, and then 2 more could be Old Salt. I think that's possible. Old Salt is expensive, though. It could also be Hammer Knight. He did meditate up another ceremonial die, so that would be the only other ceremonial that I could think of there. So it could be Hammer Knight, and what do you have? Twilight Alchemist, Reverberate. I'm not really sure. Rin's Fury, yeah. But then what are the other 2 dice for? He meditated up for them. Could be a Frog Ping, Rin's Fury, and Fire Archer, Puppeteer. I don't know. Alright, so the Spearmaster is going to swing and pop some damage on the Adaptodon. Well, 1 damage on the Adaptodon. And, yeah. Oh, it was Rin's Fury. You called it, Fred. Boom. Serve the City. Ooh, that would be a call. Yeah. Damn. Even Brian says boo. Yeah, Rin's Fury is a good gotcha. That it's funny. Rin was considered C tier before because of Rin's Fury, because it just wasn't a card that people wanted to play. People didn't really care for Ice Buff. And then Shattering Fist came along. Boom. But it's always great to see people still playing Rin's Fury, even if it's only in limited format. So now he's got the Adaptodon swinging for 2. It's got Fire Adaptation on top of the Ice Buff, so that thing's going to be sticking around for a little bit. Well, I mean, it could die right now with the Winged Lioness, but yeah, that's what's going to happen. That Dreadwraith is not going to be taking any damage in the near future, as far as I can see. And Brian's still got 4 dice. Brian is the master of having more dice than you at all times. It's unbelievable. If you just watch all the games I've ever casted of him, Brian always has more dice. So he's got Frog Ping and then one card left, Ceremonial card. Serve the City is probably a good bet, but at this point it doesn't really help him. So very curious. Carl passes. Dark Reflection comes down. So this could just be free 3 damage. Oh, no, he's going to play the Cinder Spirit. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Might as well get it down. Yeah, I mean, he definitely does build decks to be efficient, but it's somehow just the way he sequences things and his patience and his willingness to take damage and assess. Okay, so it was Serve the City. Okay. So this is just free damage. Alright, 5 damage for free. And now we're going to see Carl play Serve the City, use Serve the City on Dreadwraith and swing at Dark Reflection, which will probably draw a guard. Yeah, because you don't want to take the bonus damage and lose a die off the bat. That puts Brian on 12 life, which is now tied up with Rin, but, I mean, having 2 units on board, swinging potentially for 5 is very pretty. Could take him down, but Brian's a patient player. He's not going to do anything yet, I don't think. He's probably going to use the Cinder Spirit book to at least get the token down, and then that way he has the ability to kill off the Adaptodon and the Ancestor Spirit. Very good way to main action and still do nothing and just sort of, like, I think it's like sort of like the perfect Brian card if you think about just the way he likes to play. So yeah, that's what he's going to do. Cinder Spirit just to put the token down, which means that he'll be able to summon 2 Cinder Spirits, one of which will have the token buff to ping, and he's going to meditate away Purify and Ocean's Gift. So Ocean's Gift being another really good way to get tokens on the Spearmaster and or the Cinder Spirit. Carl's got his own Call Upon the Realms with his face. So he's got the alt art there. I don't think these need to be this big. You guys can see what they are, right? I can make those a little smaller, a little more useful. If I bring them down, that way you can see over my face. So Brian is going to swing, take an easy 2 right now, which is interesting. I guess he was just worried about being willing to Frog Ping it or the Adaptodon, quick Adaptodon play. Dreadwraith now is going to come down. He's got 2 Dreadwraiths. I'm really curious if he's running the Focus. That would be very interesting. Like, obviously it's not getting there yet, but we haven't seen it. Oh, he was playing 3 Transmogrify. Cool. Okay, so if he's playing 3 Transmogrify, then I'm guessing he's also playing Undaunted. Like, he's all in on this Dreadwraith plan, right? Maybe even a Crescendo. So you Adrenaline Rush, Crescendo, Undaunted, Transmogrify, and you just swing. That's what I would think. I think he's probably all in on that type of plan. And potentially even the 3 books for Dreadwraith, which would be really cool. Alright. So, we see Carl just now trying to play it a little bit slower. He's really trying to filter for, I'm guessing, it's got to be Undaunted. He wants to get some of those bigger punches in. He's still got 2 dice for Adeptodon, and then 3 dice, which, 4 cards, kind of hard to guess what it could be. Brian playing Shepherd of Lost Souls to bring back the Huntmaster, and somehow he's only spent 1 die. He's still got 2 unexhausted units on the board, and Winged Lioness can still come down. I'm actually curious if Brian ends up running into a Clog issue. That would be the only thing I'm wondering. Oh, you actually pulled up the list, Fred? Oh, that's no fun. I don't want to know everything. Polarity Mages, okay. Makes sense. And a Huntmaster. Okay. Well, you can't play Huntmaster and Adaptodon, so not really sure what he would be doing there. It's too much, Fred. I don't want to put on my glasses and have to read a bajillion things. So yeah, so Brian, in this case, frog up. Gotta frog up, man. That is, if you've learned nothing from our show, which you probably haven't, because we tend to blab on a lot about nothing. The one thing you should take away is frog up, because it can save you in a pinch. And if you can't frog up, then make sure you wolf down. These are the golden rules for any new Ashes players. Yeah, I'm not going to look at that, Fred. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate the passion to share. It's too much. All right, so we've got Undaunted now. We've got a 3/7/1 Dreadwraith. Brian's already lost his guard. This Dark Reflection is definitely going to die. Doesn't want to die swinging, that's for sure, because it's just going to make both of these Dreadwraiths even bigger. Frostfang! Okay. Man, really leaning in on that armored damage. Brian, of course, can double swing a few things, which will be interesting. He'll be able to clean up at least one of these, and he's got some bodies down, which make it harder for, like, the Adaptodon can't ping away anything easily. But this Dark Reflection's definitely going to eat it. Hey, Snake out can sometimes be a big deal too. Yep. So yeah, so Carl's thinking, I'm impressed. Like, there's been a lot that's happened so far, and Brian has only used up 8.5 minutes. Carl's only used up 5.5 minutes. It seems like so much has happened already. Turtle Power is the current meta. That's true. We're almost, almost all of them are useful. Turtle Power. Yeah, Fritz, it's Turtle Power. What the hell? Close combat. Nice. 3 damage to Dark Reflection. 1. Oh my god, what a good card with Dreadwraith. Love to see it. Yeah, gotta block these ads, guys. Alright. So, I mean, the Frostfang's still gonna be able to tank a hit, but it's not gonna kill this Dreadwraith. We know that he doesn't have another Transmogrify. Now isn't playing Adaptodon. So what is he thinking? Rin's Fury. Winged Lioness can definitely come down, but it's just gonna die to basically anything. And of course, Carl can still ice buff something. He can still ice buff this Dreadwraith to basically never die. No, the Turtle Power was based off of just like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, the whole thing was Casey eventually, once we got through all 7, was like da 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 da, and then Turtle Power. Like, it's just Ninja Turtles. It's not because of the power side. It's Turtle Power because turtles. Turtle Guard looks like a you know, a Ninja Turtle. It's turtle power. It's Ninja Turtles. All right, so Lioness is going to come down. Yeah, and the 1 damage Dreadwraith is going to attack it, and then Frogping. Man, there have been more Frogpings so far than most games. Alright, well, still has an undead, or undamaged Dreadwraith, but he's got this 4 damage Dreadwraith that is kind of a problem. I wonder if he's got a Spearmaster. I mean, unfortunately, the Spearmaster would just die right away. He doesn't have enough damage to kill the Dreadwraith, so if he damages it with the Frostfang, it's just going to live. What is he going to do with this Dark Reflection? He doesn't want to add 2 to it. Interesting choice from Brian. I mean, he'll lose the die, his last die, but he'll have a chance at actually killing off the Dreadwraith now. This is interesting. Dura, you have a bad Victoria deck with Prowler and Turtle Guard. Let's call it. Yeah, no, of course. You gotta be themed. Alright, so Carl's gonna kill off the Dark Reflection. That'll take away Brian's last die, and then he'll be able to kill off the Dreadwraith with the Frostfang. Is there anything that can stop it? No. Not that I can think of. Wonder if he's got the Polarity Mage to just bring, yeah. He's going to bring some stuff back. What's he going to bring back? Undaunted! Okay. Yeah, P-Mage makes the most sense. Prepare for next round. And then you get a body which can still clean up at least the Cinder Spirit. There we go. I'm calling it seconds before these plays are made, but at least I know what I'm doing. So now Brian's got top around again. These Dreadwraiths are very sticky. There's not a lot, I don't think, that Brian has in these colors other than 2 shadows. Well, and Purify, obviously. Purify would be the best solution to just knock out a big Dreadwraith. We've seen one of them in the bin, so I'm assuming he's running 2, if not 3. And that would be pretty good value, right? Like, you get a Dreadwraith plus, if there's any alterations on it, for 1 die. That's pretty awesome. Enlightenment. Interesting. Okay. So Brian's also on this refresh ally plan. Celestial Knight comes down, a Red King Matt Bowers special. Those guys play Celestial Knight in many decks. It's nice to see Brian playing it. I think it is good in Symbolic. Like, just the Armored in general in this format is so difficult to deal with, and then being able to double swing it in a pinch makes it very sticky, very good. Oh yeah, sorry, what am I doing? I can't math. This is not 1 collection box. There's 2 Dark Reflections and the Purify already in the bin. Seeing it right now. Okay, so the other Dreadwraith is going to come down. He knows that there's no Purify. 2 Shadows is going to do nothing if there was anything. Cinder Spirit? What's he going to... Oh no, Ocean's Gift. Ooh, okay. Is he going to swing right away, though? Swing to do what? Just going to use it for dice. Okay, just for dice fixing. Make it a little bit bigger. Love seeing alterations. We don't see enough alterations in regular play. Very cool. I really have no idea what... I mean, Brian still has 2 dice for Winged Lioness, and then 3 dice I want to say it's going to be another Spearmaster at some point, but I have no idea what else he's got in his deck. So now they're just going to use up some main actions. Polarity Mage kills off the Shepherd. Carl's pretty good on dice. He's going to have, what, 3 dice used up by the Donnie and Ancestor. So he's still got tons of options. Yeah, alterations depend on your stuff living, which is why it's good that he's running all these armored units. But they can be really fun. And I mean, similarly on Carl's side, these Dread Wraiths are not dying, so the alterations are also fun. This is a very cool matchup. I love to see it. I think Celestial Knight is underrated. I've played it several times, and you can't undervalue the armored. It really is great in some matchups, and it's also just makes it sticky. Gets a lot of value round over round. Oh, Carl is surprised. Why is Carl surprised that he guarded? I guess. What's Brian's plan guarding there? What's Brian's plan getting past the Dread Wraith? Does he have standstill? I didn't. Maybe now I should actually pay attention to the lists. Yeah, that's true for it's in Echo, and it's in the colors that Echo likes. He loves illusion. He likes divine. It's a good unit for him. Heck, there's no reason you can't run Celestial Knight and Sonic in Echo. All the colors he likes. Good solid. So Brian's just going to all out swing. That's bold, knowing that Carl has some adrenaline rushes. I mean, I guess they're looking at each other's list probably as they play, so he knows exactly what he has. But, yeah. I'm curious to know the thought process there. Is he just now at this point trying to race for the win? Because the Dread Wraiths could easily end this game. Makes these Dread Wraiths potentially beefy. Wait. How did that work? Oh, I see. Isn't the one Dread Wraith missing damage? What did I miss? Dread Wraith blocks against Cinder Spirit. Will block against Celestial. Will be Rin Northfell takes 3 damage from Cinder Spirit. Dread Wraith takes 3. Cinder Spirit takes 1. Yeah. What? Oh, Rin's Fury. Sorry, yeah, you're right. I forgot that stops damage as well. Man, Rin's Fury cleaning up these really tough to kill units. Forgot it prevents damage. Yeah. Alright, so now if there's an Adrenaline Rush here, that's going to be 1 more damage. That's 5, 6, 7. It's not great. Adrenaline Rush plus Serve the City, actually. Because Serve the City is a main. So that would be +2, right? You control, add 1 to its attack value, plus 1 damage, makes it 6. Seven, 8. He can't quite end it. He can't end it this turn, but he does have top of next round, and he would have more units on board. Then Brian can't block, depending on whatever comes down next. The Frog Ping is going to clean up the Cinder Spirit. He's probably just going to trade Adaptodon into Winged Lioness, so we don't have to worry about that. So it's not quite endgame, but he can get Brian down to 3. Okay, so Ren's going to play the other Cinder Spirit, which will die right away. Trade 2 for 2, and then the other 2 dice. Yeah. It's got to be Adrenaline Rush, right? What else is he playing? Oh, Undaunted. He's got the Undaunted from when he picked it up. So the Undaunted will give it... well, what's interesting is it gives it Recover, so it keeps it a little bit higher life. But it'll refresh it and give it enough life to then serve the city. So it'll still be 6 attack. And then it will run into the Lioness. Oh, no, they're just going to pass. Oh, no, manual mode. Okay. Manual moding. Undaunted Infuriate would be crazy. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. I think it's Frog Ping for the Cinder Spirit. Oh. Interesting. Hmm. So it's going to get 2 damage on it, which will buff it up to 4, but then it'll heal 1, 3. That won't heal anything, so that stays at 4. So he'll be swinging for 7 top of round. There'll be a Frostfang. It's still alive. The Lioness and the Cinder will be dead. Serve the City will add 1, so that's swinging for 8. Swinging for 8. If he does have an Infuriate, that is... Well, it's not game because whatever is the largest attack will die to the Frostfang. But if he has Crescendo, then he can Crescendo the Frostfang. That deals 1 more damage. It's still only 9. Hitting for 9. It's not quite lethal. It's so close, though. What's Carl thinking? Close combat, actually. Yeah. Close combat would be... That would be the right play. You're right. Because he played that earlier. That would be 2 free damage that kills the Lioness. Buffs it up to 4. Then he has lethal. Oh, no. No, he's just going to do it straight up. Frog Ping to kill off the Cinder Spirit. Yeah, because it clears more, right? Clears the attacker, or the defenders. Serve the City. Oh, yeah, because you could still use it as main action to damage. Okay. Yeah, no, this is what I thought, right? You want to clear up the board. And if he does have Crescendo, this would be the big play, top of round. Serve the City, something side action. What could be a side action? Well, Infuriate does it. Infuriate, serve the City, Crescendo. That's game. Is that what we're seeing? Am I about to... Did I just call it? I'm not seeing what's going on with the log. Yeah, Infuriate. Swing. Yep. Crescendo. There it is. Game. Oh! Fate Reflection! Oh, Crystal Armor. Nah. That was funny. Crystal Armor's the Dread Wraith. That's funny. Go out on your own terms. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, man. That was fun. That was a funny way to end it. I like that, Brian. I mean, Brian, I really thought he had Fate Reflection. If, just because Brian always has Fate Reflection, that would have been crazy. But the Crystal Armor is very funny. Uh, well played to Carl. I mean, that was a tight game. Round 4, and off of a crazy wombo combo swing. That was really cool to see, and it's awesome to see a huge, huge Dread Wraith. The 2 Rin's Furies were definitely game changers. Those took out the 2 biggest problem units for Carl. Um, just really good value for 2 dice to take down the knights, the armor knights. So yeah, really cool. This was a fun game, guys. It just appears when he needs it. Yeah. It's like the opposite of German and Earthquake. Brian just always has Fate Reflection. That was cool. Yeah. Without the root armor, man, it's too bad he doesn't have something to recur, because that root armor really is so good on his deck. Still, really cool to see Symboli in the finals. Congrats, obviously, again to Carl for winning. Carl is just so dang good. And hopefully everyone had a good time watching this game. It is quite late, and I don't have the steam to keep going. So I'm going to just say adios to everyone. Thank you for joining. It's always fun when there's a bunch of you in chat. And I'll catch you around the next one. Hopefully it's another collection match. And yeah, stay safe out there, guys. Crystal Armor Dread Wraith. There you go. Frog up, wolf down, snake out, all the rest, plus turtle power. Boom.